Hello, welcome to my tube. My name is Marge. I'm a Hilk empath, and I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. And it took me all day to chill out. I'm not in a very good mood. I'm not, And I don't want to come on here and be a freaking Debbie Downer. There's no point in doing that. So it just took me all day to get myself right, and things aren't so bad. I got a roof over my head. I got freaking 4 critters that I love very much, that love me and Mom. 5 critters. She's not a critter. She had a good day. Every day when I can ask her if she had a good day, she says it's a pleasant day, then my job is done. I get an idea of all the titles that I think I should have. I used to have all these titles, systems analyst, all these different titles, business cards. I'd have business cards for my titles and nameplates at the places that I worked for my titles. And when I moved to Oregon, things changed. I became Mom's caregiver. Didn't foresee it happening. Didn't see that one coming. It's how it happened, when I'm in my early 40s. We moved out here and things changed, and I had to get creative, because systems are broken. I'd always just stayed out of systems because I just always had a job, make a phone call here and there for Mom's behalf, but from state to state, they're just convoluted, and there's just no way to get through to people, and it just took her 2 years to get medical insurance here in Oregon. That's freaking stupid, Anyway, what do? You just freaking go along for the ride. That's what I've always done, We've always just gone along for the ride. I've always been her caregiver. I've been looking out for her since, as long as I can remember. Little girl, 5 years old. I've stuck up for her, Dudes would cause her harm. I'd at least try and fight them off, Anyway, so, I've always looked out for her. She's been in hospitals here and there. She's had a stroke when she was 38, and right before that, she had another count or something, and no, it was after that. Anyway, it's another hospital stay that she was in the hospital for a month that time. It's freaking... Anyway, so, yeah, it's been a rough go, And so when things shifted gears, like I worked my whole life because people told me, you got to go to college, you got to be a productive member of society, you got to, do this, you got to get married, and you got to have kids. I always knew I was doing stuff wrong, from the get-go, because if you reverse that, it was always you got to grow up, get married, have kids, and I never saw that happening because I never thought I'd meet someone that liked me. And I met a couple people here and there, but it just never seemed to work out. But I don't know. I don't think I'm high maintenance, but people seem to think I'm a lot. Whatever. I'm good at taking care of things, So it's the season. It's the winter season. I just wanted to sleep all day. I didn't, of course, but I just wanted to sleep all day, and I was just looking for distractions. Usually people have distractions like, big old family unit, or, kid, all this stuff to do on the weekends. And I used to have, before I moved to Oregon, I used to have all these distractions too, places to go, but thank goodness I don't live there, because it's too freaking cold for me there, man. It's like 3 degrees when I looked at what the temperature was the other day, and that's inhumane cold for me. So we're fine where we're at weather-wise, and hopefully we'll get a little bit warmer down when we head south down the I-5 here a little bit, huh? Stretchy toes. But I just have a hard time in winter, and because I got all this energy, and when I get antsy, you just got to make sure it doesn't come out sideways. you know, in destructive ways. And so, I've been drawing and doodling and stuff lately, and meditating still. I've still managed to get my 40. I got like 45 minutes today. That was pretty cool. Um, I gotta stay in my disciplines, you know, and I just listened to a talk about from Sam Geppy talking about the people that are going to be showing up here and, you know, coming up with all the astrology. What it's doing is people are going to prove, you know, if have they been doing their practices, are they really is, you know, I guess Omaha doesn't have a temperature right now. Anyway, um, and if I could do, you know, because I just am so used to being, for years and years, I got up and had a place to go, and I had my routine and the things that I did, and then since I got here, I've been made to be quiet. I've been made to be quiet, which is great at the same time, because freaking mom and I have a relationship now that we never had before, and that's pretty sweet. She's a neat, dear woman with a lot of wisdom, and just like picking her brain, you know, so I can pass on what she knows with me, and because we weren't always close, you know, and that was a burden of freaking resentment that I had for a long, long time. Because usually, you know, when people end up taking care of their parents, it's because their parents took care of them first, and that wasn't necessarily the case for me. She did the best she could with the tools that she had, but it was a hard life for me. And one of the things that I'm here to do is to help people feel comfortable with talking about how you feel about stuff, you know, regardless of how heavy the content it is. I'm one of those. I was raped when I was less than a year old, and saw the sheriff report when I was in about 15, 16 years, 14 years old, somewhere around there, and the thing of it is I don't hang, my body doesn't physically hang on to a memory of that, because on a cellular level, I'm not even the same person that I was, you know. I'm 45. We change like every 7 years cellularly, you know. So it's like, yeah, it happened to an aspect of me, you know, and but I learned a long time ago, because I've seen a lot of terrible things happen. You know, I've seen a lot of wonderful, beautiful majestic things happen too. I just have seen a lot of, my spectrum is broad with the light and the shadow that I've seen in life. So I've known what people have the potential to be, because I've always seen what people have been, you know. So I want to hope to uh, one day help people, teach them to listen to themselves, so to keep themselves safe, you know, because man, the world ain't getting easier out there. It ain't getting safer, and it ain't gonna. So what we're gonna have to do is get people to trust in their own selves a little bit more to keep themselves, you know. So the Jedis are coming out. They're coming out. You know, we need some teachers, you know. I'm here to teach what I know about energy. I got the ability of telekinesis. I won't do it. I can knock a lighter off your hand. It's pretty cool. I did a video last January 4th, 2019 about that, or 5th. Anyway, I just want, you know, and it's really great to see the dialogue change on these shows that I've been watching. This new one that is on Hulu is called Everything's Gonna Be Alright, or something like that. It's one of those titles that I'm not gonna get. It didn't land, so I'm just gonna something like that. But anyway, it's a pretty cool show so far. But it's neat to see more kids on the spectrum being represented. you know, spectron or Aspie. I was diagnosed Asperger's when I was young, but it slipped through the cracks, you know, and then so it's like might as well never been diagnosed, and so well, because it fell on deaf ears, you know. My parents, I was just always in the lower classes and stuff like that, and barely got by. School was a nightmare, so college was even worse, and things like that. Tests are just freaking awful for me. So, you know, to finally get through all this life and stuff, and to, you know, finally succeed, and then to come here to just have to go psh, for life to pretty much put on the brakes, you know. I became mom's caregiver. I don't I don't mind now because it's better than going into the rat race, stuff like that. Because the rat race has gotten so seedy and gross, man. And I don't even have the mind to freaking hold the tongue anymore to freaking suck up to people anymore after speaking my truth for so long. You know, I just don't even want to deal with the nonsense no more. So, but I've come up with some pretty clever ideas of earned income. I just got to get back to where I know people, because goddamn, man, people are so cliquey. I can't find my niche anywhere, man. I can't find my place anywhere. It's like, it's, even my brother's like, you've always looked for a place where you belong, and I'm like, yeah, isn't it suck that I don't belong anywhere? You know, I know it's just me though. I know it's me, but I mean, yeah. What are you gonna do? Anyway, I'm done rambling on. I just needed to do a video to stay consistent because I'm really having a hard time wanting to keep doing them. So that's all I got for now. Hope you have a rad evening. Peace.